So good morning folks, and welcome to another video. Today I'm building a reflection pool out the yard, and I've incorporated the help of my son Oisin. Wave Oisin, say hello. Well, he'll be doing all the work and I'll do all the supervising. So last February I started this YouTube channel to record my journey doing photography, and I think if you just actually went back and looked at my first video, it was me and my youngest son. He was 5, in Cork, and to now my photos have definitely improved 100%. My videography can do with a little bit of work, but I'm getting there. I learned what 4K was only about 3 months ago. I was just posting on standard definition, doing everything quick. So I'm going to give you some of the tips and tricks that I used through the year, some of the things and places I've travelled to that I think, especially for an Irish photographer, I probably have said this before, we don't have much wildlife in Ireland. Well, not as much as the other countries, so it's hard enough to go to places and find things. So I'm just going to explain to you what I did, and hopefully it helps. So I'm going to get cracking into this reflection pool, and as the day goes I'll explain some of the things I did, okay? Enjoy, and if you do, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks guys. So I'll actually tell you a small bit about myself. I'm a father of 7, 5 boys, 2 girls. I have a grandchild, my first grandchild on the way within the next month. And 2 years ago, I was in an accident and I was out for a long time. I had an operation and things didn't go great. So I was at home kind of depressed, biting my nails with something to do, and photography was always something I was interested in. So I started going out and getting out and about, and even as an excuse I was taking the small lad with me. He's only 6, but I just needed to get out. I've always loved wildlife, so it was always going to be the side of photography I was going to take. Your first year is a hard journey, but I'm not even at that stage where I think I am a photographer, but I now know I'm getting good images. I'm enjoying the photography. Several times I wanted to give up. You just have to keep going. Don't worry about what other people think of your photography. Enjoy it. We used to have a chairman in our club would always say, trust the process. It will come to you eventually and you will get there. Things like joining photography clubs, absolutely worth its weight in gold. I'm in St. Munchin's Photography Club. Lads there are amazing. We've got some fantastic photographers in the club, and that would be one thing I'd recommend. Hook up with someone and go out with them. I go out with a guy called Dave O'Neill all the time. Dave has been in several of my videos. Dave is an amazing photographer and was brilliant for me learning. Dave wasn't big into wildlife, but I was. So like we've combined his knowledge with my knowledge and we've got on great. And now Dave is really enjoying his wildlife photography as well. That's definitely a tip. Don't be constantly going out on your own. Like, YouTube is brilliant. Watch YouTube. It's one of the best teachers you'll probably ever get. But that living experience and having a good photographer beside you is worth its weight in gold. This lad is 13. He still wants to follow his stick here. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Hooah! Good boy. So another good tip, I think, is research. Don't go traveling to places unless you know exactly where you're going. Wildlife can be very unpredictable. I've done it several times myself. Sent in the van, drove for 2 hours, and get to a place and the tide is out and all the waders that I was looking for are 100 to 150 metres out into the estuary. Absolute total waste of my day and time. And remember that the tide changes every 8 hours. Twice I done it, and when I went Googling it, I was going to be sitting there for 5 or 6 hours waiting for it to start turning to come back in on top of me. So absolutely research everything before you go someplace. I went to Killarney last year 7 times looking for the rut. Unfortunately, the rut obviously did happen and mating happened, but it was one of the most unusual years down there according to everyone. I think 2 photographers got like a scrap or a fight, whatever you want to call it. I spent 7 days down there, went down a day, skipped a day, went down a day, skipped a day. Loads of bellowing, bits and bobs like that, but again, nothing was happening. So get onto Facebook groups, find out what's happening in the location that you want to get onto or where you're going. I think another good tip is national parks. Phoenix Park, absolutely brilliant for the grey squirrel, the fallow deer. National Park in Killarney, the red deer, the sika deer. The estuaries are always good for waders. So a small bit of research like that will be brilliant for you as well. I actually remember my first time going, taking photos of the red deer. We have a farm just across the road from us, and I went out onto the fence and took photos of his cows in the distance, and if I got the cow clear, meant I would be pretty accurate with a deer or a stag. So it might sound stupid, but it was practice, and that will be a key for you. Keep getting out and keep practicing. I'm going to lock Shadow up. Shadow is with me down here. Here he comes. He's 13 nearly, and obviously the small cheeky birds will come in, but the pheasant, the jay and things like that won't land while he's there. So I'll bring him up home and I'll go back down and we'll keep going with the video. So one of the things I do recommend to improve your photography, not everyone's cup of tea, but are commercial hides, zoos, the birds of prey centres, places like this where wildlife is staged for you. But you do need to learn how to use your camera. So like, this is where you will learn it, where something is staged for you. You can't ask a wildlife animal to, like, will you sit on that perch there for a second till I take your photo? So like, these commercial hides and the birds of prey centre, even down to the zoo, like the animal is there ready to be photographed. So I've used all of them. I've went to Photo Island, Dublin Zoo. I've used Irish photography hides several times during my year. I went to the Birds of Prey Centre. I actually was meant to go again this Sunday, but it was cancelled due to the weather. So I would definitely recommend stuff like that. So the next one for me, lads, is a feeding station. A packet of peanuts a week in a feeder and put a small perch beside it, whether you live in the city or the country, will make absolutely brilliant practice for you. Whether you're taking photos of them on the feeder, I know that's not the photo you want, but like, you literally put a perch 2 feet, a foot away from a feeder, and it will land on that perch before it goes to the feeder. And that will be brilliant for practicing for you. And on a good bright day, then up your shutter speed and try catch it as it's flying in and flying away from the feeder, and you'll get some great action shots. So that's definitely one for me. Now I'm lucky enough to be in the country and have a nice feeding station, but as the birds get used to you, they get so cheeky and they'll come in and land while you're even here. So definitely the garden birds, you'll get some great images, and if you can take a photo of a small bird that size, you're definitely going to get a lot better at taking bigger birds and bigger animals. So it's definitely, for me, worth its weight in gold for practice. So our reflection pond is almost done. Oisin is carrying up all the water in that. This will be it as such. I will add to it as I'm going along. This is just a quick video just to get things done, and I do think it's something that I was lacking with the feeding station. I always had fresh water. I had a small little flower trough out there, but this will be way better, I think. And I have 2 little Amazon solar panel pumps that'll just keep water trickling in it, so the sound of water again will attract birds. So I'm just hoping I will try to take a few images before I go today. It's a very unpredictable day. It's raining, it's sunny, it's raining, it's sunny. So if the wind can stop for a few minutes and I can get a few images, I definitely will take a few before I get home. That's it, guys. I'm going to pack up. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've noticed that there's a crack on my DJI lens, so I don't know how this video is going to turn out. Hopefully it'll be okay. The whole purpose of today was to try explain what I did in my first year of photography and what helped me get better pictures. While we were doing it, me and Oisin set up a reflection pool, so I'm delighted with that. I had a J in on Friday for the first time, So I'm kind of looking forward to having Jays here doing a few photos as well. I'm going to post a few images. I got a few images today on the reflection pool. Hopefully they're good. I'll post them, and I took a few photos around the perches and that as well today, and for the last few days I've been here, so I'll put them all up, and that's it really. I've enjoyed my day now here, to be fair. I will post a list of places that I've been this year in Ireland that might help some novice photographers with places to go. For me, I think the first time I felt like a photographer or a wildlife photographer was when I went to the Saltee Islands last year. I went twice. The razorbills, guillemots, puffins, absolutely amazing in their own kind of environment. And just to sit and observe and watch them was absolutely amazing. So I'll pack up, I'll head on, and I will talk to you next video. Thanks guys, and thanks for watching.